So,
a demon
and a tiger
walk into a bar.
here we go.
Oh, we're back, baby.
Oh, yeah. How have you guys been?
Oh, pretty good, man. Pretty good. You know, enjoying the break, and I'm ready for footy to come back. Oh, Jesse Hogan.
So, I don't know.
Dusty Martin escapes the chopsticks and goals.
In 3 months.
Oh, those boys were naughty. Pre-season.
Alright, kill it.
There you go.
Let's talk about the tunes.
Too many things.
Oh, welcome back, fellas.
We just thought we'd just meander into the pub again.
Yeah, just a little pick-me-up, you know. There's been some news since we last
Big news.
recorded.
Big
Plenty
news.
of opportunities though to hit up the bars in the off season, eh?
Oh, massively, mate.
Without the rigours of the structured week.
Well, you know what? It's been nice. Like my Wednesday nights are on my own again. There's no podcast. Not to say the podcast isn't fun, but
No.
don't
How do you
fix
spend
plan.
your Wednesday nights free of the podcast?
Yeah.
Mostly lazing around, playing with my dick.
Not
Yeah, that's what holidays are all about, isn't it?
Jeez Louise.
Is that a metaphor, or are you literally playing with your dick?
Well, sometimes it's a metaphor.
Yeah, no, it's a bit
Yeah, I mean-
like that.
You haven't been watching cricket, have you?
I've been here and there, but
I watched my first cricket match last night.
really, that's
Yeah.
last time. Oh, the Big Bash.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
the first game I watched from start to finish.
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah?
You know what? I watched a few, but I seem to have, like, I just watched the last half an hour.
Yeah.
Because that's when it's actually interesting. Like,
Yeah,
before that,
it's like
you
the
never.
last.
Like some people can have a good game and stuff, and they can hit well, but fucking, there's nothing on the line yet.
No.
Until you're
Yeah.
the last batsman, and there's 20 balls to go, and you got to make 25 runs.
Yeah.
That's when it's an actual.
It pulled a massive crowd, eh?
Yeah.
The first one,
It
wasn't
was
it?
disappointing. Like, me and Rudy were talking about it, and by the way, we got Dr. Rudy on the sidelines.
Dr. Rudy.
Yeah.
Retired manager.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
That's probably one of the biggest.
That's
news
been the
stories
biggest
to come
news
out
story for us
since
for
that.
the
Yeah,
off season.
There's no need for my managerial skills.
Oh, we'll get to that later. But what were you saying
Not sure.
about the cricket?
Oh,
It was like 40, it was like 40,000.
That's all right.
You know.
Yeah, but they did have 80 but that was the Melbourne Derby.
Mm.
But they should have had it on tonight, where people
Would have
definitely
would have gone.
You know, have the day off. What else would people have done in Melbourne?
Yeah, it's true.
All the
But
challenge.
you know what worried me about when I heard about the Derby
Mm.
is that there was, because there was 80,000 people trying to get in there was huge delays because of
Yeah.
these new security fences they put around the G.
Ah,
No, but it
yeah.
wasn't so much the security fences. It was just that they didn't have enough people on at all the gate. Like, not all the gates were open.
Okay, so they weren't,
That's what slowed it down.
ready for that amount,
Yeah.
was it?
Ah, with
right.
shit security
So-
fences.
But it wasn't. The fences had not much to do with it.
Because I really don't want that to impact on the footy.
Are they bringing that into the footy
I
season?
think that's going to stay.
Fences?
Yeah.
For football?
Yeah, but it makes no
Fences-
difference because how many people
Security checks,
seriously
or-
walk? Unless you're going up the stairs, not many people walk up the banks, or even if they do, it won't impact that much for them to use the
No,
stairs.
but on the way in and out, if it's a security-based thing, it's a sort of a search thing, which is what I assume it would be.
I don't know.
I would have thought the security of the G is pretty good as it is. Every bag's got to get looked at, and
Considering it that many people go to one place, I don't think it's under any trouble or anything.
No,
it's
Stupid
it's
system.
yeah, it's a bit of a.
it's a bit
You
over the top.
bottleneck
I think
tactics,
it's an overreach.
You're
and it's a
bottlenecking more
overreaction.
people into a smaller space.
Yeah, that's going to solve
Well
problems.
done, ASIA.
Yeah.
Well done.
But I'm-
It'll have an impact when you're leaving the game. But I reckon getting in, it wouldn't be so bad. But when you're
Getting in,
leaving-
maybe not because you're drifting in as
everyone's going in
as
at the
80,000
same time.
people getting in over 2.5
Yeah,
hours.
but when the
after
game's done, that's when everyone leaves.
although they might just bust them open,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
Well, apparently the danger's over after the football.
Yeah, that's
I would
right.
have thought the danger's just beginning. If
After the football?
If the Tigers just lost to the Magpies on Saturday night, I'd want to keep those fences up and
It
maintain.
used to be worse, eh? It used to be worse. Now it's okay. Now it's just fucking like everything here. Nanny state. Alright, what else?
But Jack touched on it before, but Rudy, he's tendered his resignation on that.
Yeah.
Our last show we had, he pledged his sword to being our manager.
How long was he our manager? I reckon about 48 hours.
Solid 3 weeks.
No way, you're dreaming. It wasn't
at
even
least,
3
no,
weeks.
there's at least a week or two in it.
At least a week.
There's no need for management. There's no need for
managerial.
managerial skills in this kind of business, but you guys are looking after yourself. I'm a best supporter.
All of a sudden
It
it was
kept-
like,
kept
fix
freaking
this,
out.
fix that, and now
Keeps
we're all
freaking
good.
out. Got nothing to do with it in that part. You guys are doing a good
Don't
enough job
play it down.
yourselves.
Don't play it down so much, Rudy.
Mm,
You even said
I'm the
you're
tip
gonna
master.
Yeah, there you go. The tip master.
The old tip rat.
Tip rat.
Send me in the
Let's go,
tips for
Benzie.
the end of year thing.
Actually, I'll put this live on record. As of the date today, which should be the 25th?
24th?
25th.
25th?
Tomorrow's Australia Day, you
Of course,
fucking
yeah, it's
unpatriotic
26th,
faggots.
Yeah.
Oh, Rudy.
Calm down,
Inva-
Roots.
Invasion.
Calm down.
Rudy. Rudy.
Throwing around naughty
We can
words
say
like
it. We can say a lot of words on this show. You got the F bomb.
That's not one of them.
Sorry.
What? Fuck?
We weren't trying
No,
to
the
swear.
other one.
Yeah,
What?
No, I made a derogatory
Faggots.
comment.
Faggots is-
Comment.
Oh.
Ignorant comment.
Unless you're talking about a bundle of sticks.
I neglect that
Yeah.
comment. Yeah, well,
Yeah, Rudy's taking it back.
you
mate.
guys are a
That's
bunch of
good.
sticks.
Was he being un-Australian, or was he just...
No, I was being inappropriate.
Yeah,
Which is an
that's it.
un-Australian thing
Yeah,
to do.
it is.
No. It's being,
Yeah,
being
it is
inappropriate.
un-Australian.
It's
It was
one of
being-
the most Australian
It was
things
being,
to
it
do.
was being
I'd
ignorant.
say.
It was being ignorant. Heat of the moment.
Yeah.
Next question.
Inappropriate. Inappropriate is fucking Australian, isn't it?
It really is.
Yeah.
We are sort of widely viewed around the world as the proverbial always drunk,
Inappropriate one.
very inappropriate, who will tell you exactly what he thinks to you to your face.
Do you know who'd make for a
After a
great
few beers.
Australian?
Who?
Good English, baby.
Chris Gale would
Yeah.
be
Ah,
an
fucking
honorary
crazy.
Australian.
I love him. I think he was. I mean, everyone's got their opinion on it. I don't think it was such a big deal.
That's him.
But he smashed it out, didn't he? Like, didn't he leave and go, "No, you can kiss my black ass" or something?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
So back to us being inappropriate as a collective.
There's been a lot of inappropriate stuff been going on over off
really,
season.
really inappropriate. What else has been inappropriate?
Few ejections.
I reckon.
Well, Dusty got off. Let's party. Come
Yeah, well,
on.
apparently Dusty was.
Well, he was appropriate enough to get off.
Yeah.
Apparently,
How does he not have to pay $5,000?
Because
That is
alright,
a joke.
basically, no. What they discovered is what the cops discovered first
But
of
the
all
fa-
is
yeah,
there was
I know,
nothing.
I know all of
But
that.
hang on, hang
But
on.
it was a
Suspended.
loaded question. It was a
Suspended
loaded
for-
question because I wanted to follow
You just
up
wanted to
with.
talk, didn't
I
you?
just wanted, yeah, I did, because the follow-on is the facts are he was pissed and loose
Yep.
and causing a little bit of a scene.
and was very gesturous
And-
with his hands.
That's $5,000 to
But
him.
you know what?
To him,
You
how
know
much
what?
money?
Listen, but
You gotta pay a
alright,
fine.
to
You
him,
gotta pay a
$5,000
fine.
and everything. But the
It's
way
a
that
suspended fine.
Richmond have been able to handle him over the years is that they've recognised that certain rules need to be applied to Dustin Martin.
Yeah,
Like he needs to show up to train. Hang on. No, I don't think
Malthouse
it's
was
not,
always
It's not that. It's not that simple, Rudes.
Malthouse
The
would
law
say
is that
that there are
simple,
players
man.
and
Oh,
players.
fuck
rules
off with the
and there are
law and
rules.
shit. Oh, half
One
the other
law,
players are
what?
getting
No
fucked
one's
up on
special,
weekends.
mate. No one's special.
I remember
All
that
have
he
different
did.
laws.
We're not talking about the law here. We're talking about the inappropriate laws. So
We're talking about something very more.
Yeah, we're
much-
talking about the
much-
much
laws
lower
and
than
rules.
that. Much lower than that.
Well-
No, but I'm
Still.
saying that different rules apply to say Dustin Martin
Certain players.
and what he can do
Bring
on
to
the
the team.
weekends and what he can get away with, and the club.
Because
will
he,
be like,
he
"Alright, mate,
didn't
just-
even, he didn't
just
even
calm
get a
down."
drunk and disorderly fine by the police
Yeah.
because he didn't get picked up on the night.
Yeah.
So he probably would have, and then that's when it would have been.
Still should get
Interesting.
fined $5,000
Against the law.
donation
Well,
to a
but
But
charity.
Mick Malthouse
Yeah,
used to
he
always
should've.
say, remember when Alan Didak was in a bit of trouble?
Should still donate that.
It's
He'd
got
say-
enough for $5,000, surely.
Mick Malthouse would say that there are players and there are players.
Yeah.
And he would openly say that and say,
Well,
players, certain
strangely
players
enough-
will be dealt with differently.
I thought I'm thinking back to our interview with Ricky Nixon at the end of last year, where he said that these guys are just blokes.
Yeah.
They're just they're all just different people, and they're all like different rules apply to each, and other people are going to Anthony Miles is going to want to go fishing on the weekends. Trent Concha is going to want to go home and stay home with his wife and 2 kids.
There.
Dusty Martin is going to want to go out and
stab someone in the eye with a chopstick.
Yeah.
But you know what? He's going to show up to training and he's going to give his all the whole time. Like they say, Wayne Carey, who is widely considered as one of the greatest players to ever play the game,
Was a brat.
was a huge brat and got away with 10 times more than everyone else there because he was able to back it up and come and play. And at the end of the day, they're just getting paid to play footy.
At the end of the day,
That's
it's a
all
job,
they get.
mate.
It's a job.
It's not
But
organisation.
if you can't back, if he did that and he didn't show up to training on the Monday or something like that, fine, deserved.
Jack.
Alright.
But these days, players have a much bigger responsibility to represent their club off the field.
They do.
And they would have spent, guaranteed, they would have spent more than $5,000 in resources dealing with this issue.
More than have a full-time person.
Listen,
involved with it.
he probably would have paid something private
Oh no!
to the club, or just because they gave him a suspended fine doesn't
Well, that's
mean
all
that
well
he's
and
not.
good.
So that's
doesn't mean
that's
that
all
you're not
spin
keeping it.
though.
That-
Like,
I
that's
know that spin. I'm not saying that the club have said that at all, but I'm just saying that he's probably been reprimanded in some way internally. But as they've learnt with him is that
Did you get
that shit in house.
a private email from the club or a letter saying
I did
this is what we've done?
when they finally
Really?
made
Don't
the
tell
made the
anyone.
statement about him, we got that email 2 hours before the press, which is interesting.
they told you that.
you got as a member, you get
Yeah, you got
in the
we
loop
got
on these
the
decisions.
email
Or this-
from Brendan Gale.
So what did Brendan have to say?
Basically, is that we're very disappointed with Dustin. The fact that he was out there.
We got
blah,
the
blah,
broom
blah.
out and swept it under the rug.
No, but it ended with.
Rhetoric.
Wet
It
lettuce.
ended with is that.
That's all it was.
Listen to me.
No, because at the
Shame.
end of the day, he hasn't been punished.
Where's
He
the
got
bell?
suspended.
What has he
fine.
done wrong?
It's
Where's the bell?
What's he?
What's he
Shame
done wrong?
that, man.
He was
here
drunk
we
in a
go.
public place and made a bit of a fool of himself.
Made a bit of a scene.
But therefore brought them into some level of disrepute because they had to get on the front foot and deal with all this shit.
So, does that mean you disagree with Collingwood's handling of the Dane Swan,
No, that's
Travis
perfect.
Cloke
That's perfect.
penis thing? Because what's the difference? Is
That's
that they're being
entrapment.
inappropriate?
That's entrapment.
No, it's not even entrapment. That's them leading private lives, sending them to consensual people. No different to you and your Tinder ladies, Jack. And then one of your Tinder ladies going, new idea.
With the
Go, here you go.
lowlands.
What do you think about this?
Sending all
All
the
the
selfies.
Sending all your,
the zoo.
Sending me all my Wednesday night photos.
all of your goalposts.
Oh, the selfie kings.
The goalpost posts. But nonetheless, that's. I'm surprised that they're able to actually flog them off to the media because that's revenge porn. And you look at all the chitlins these days. Everybody,
I'm not surprised.
not even chitlins.
I will sell it off.
Everybody.
Everyone's sent a duck puck.
The cyber. What is it? The
Cyberbullying or cyber safety?
cyber porn bullying sex thing.
Yeah.
You know? That's what it comes under.
But there are human beings and there are human beings, and eventually, like, human beings are on an upper echelon because they
You know what,
they
don't
amuse
you
this
think-
week by
don't you
week.
think it would
They
bring
get
the- it
different
would bring the
treatment.
club into more disrepute if you were, like, obviously sending dick pics while you're like Travis Cloke's married, and Dane Swan has a girlfriend. And
Travis
both
Cloke's engaged as well.
engaged. Sorry, not
No,
married.
but that's
no,
why
no,
it matters. That's
Yeah,
why
I know,
it
that's
matters.
private. But Dusty going out and getting blind is pretty private too.
Yeah,
And
but
an
Dusty-
altercation with a
Dusty-
person.
Not in a
He's
public-
threatening violence
He had an
against people.
altercation. He had a verbal altercation.
With the-
but he
with
never said anything about killing.
It's not
Female
about that.
patron.
It's not about that. He was just being a dickhead. He was being a tool.
Okay,
And he received the
Tool of
press
the week.
for it.
but he went out.
But that's him going out and being a dickhead. These guys, who
But
knows
what's-
what they were doing?
They're staying at home being a dickhead.
So what? But that's
Well,
They weren't in a public place.
What's
being a
your- what's
dickhead.
your- so
who,
what?
who have they offended by doing it? Other
The
than
one person who took them for a
Other than
ride.
their family and their wives
Oh,
and
but
their
that's
girlfriends.
private.
And
That's
But it's
private.
entrapment. The consensual partner egged him on to send him the pictures, and then she's tried to flog him off
but
to
this
every
whole,
other
like, this
different
whole,
thing.
like, but this is
It's
where we're
entrapment.
looking at. This is where we're looking at the double standard with.
There's
like,
no double
No,
standard.
hang on. Can you just let me talk?
There's no double
Can you let me
One
talk?
at a time.
Can you let me talk?
Alright.
Is that footballers need to be role models?
No,
But
no, no.
basically, no. But that's the argument with the Dustin Martin
Oh,
thing.
well, actually,
Is that
yeah.
he got a little bit drunk in public And he shouldn't do that because he's employed as a footballer, and footballers are supposed to be role models to kids. So
Which is a contentious issue.
Which is a contentious issue, but
And
it's
he
the
got
nature.
kicked out.
But it's a reality.
He
But
got
he got kicked out. Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine. But that's the nature of the business they're in.
Wasn't
But
even
at the
a
same
public press
time,
conference.
Dane Swan and Travis Cloak are also footballers who are supposed to be, idols to young kids.
They're not doing it in
So
a
you
public
reckon
place.
they're not let...
No, hang on.
Yeah.
Can you let me finish?
You better wrap it up, Nice.
Allow him to